Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the program. I am Kyle Lira, and today we are going to do a special audio commentary series. We haven't done this in a while, right, Alexis?
It's been several months.
It's been several months since we did our last audio commentary.
What was the last one we did?
Days Gone By, Walking Dead.
Oh, that's right.
That was the last one we did. Today I'm joined. This is your first audio commentary, huh, Peter?
Yep.
Welcome to your first audio commentary. Today we're going to go in. Let me explain a little bit of what's going on. Avengers is one of those key element films that it's kind of like a dream come true kind of type of deal.
Yeah.
We got our first taste of what Avengers would be like at the end credits scene of Iron Man 1, when you had Nick Fury come out and tell Iron Man, hey, the Avengers is happening, guys. And all of a sudden, all of Phase 1 happened, and, all of a sudden this dream is coming to reality, and all these other characters are combining, and now we have all these different, characters. Do you guys remember being in the theater the first time this came on?
Yes.
Yeah. What was your experience in this film?
I probably won't be happier when I have my first child than I was watching this movie for the first time in a crowded theater. And it was just the greatest movie experience I've ever had in a theater. It was just, I don't know, it's just the entire time was just happy, awesomeness, explosion. I've never had a better time with a movie than I did the first time watching The Avengers.
And Alexis, you told me ages ago that this was your first Marvel movie.
It was.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It was, honestly, in a word, it was just epic.
Did you go back and watch all the other Phase ones?
Yes.
You
After,
did?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was your introduction.
Yes.
What a hell of an introduction.
Were you
actually.
lost or anything, or it was all good?
Looking back on it, there were a lot of things I didn't really know about until I saw them, but honestly, it was straightforward. What was happening.
Looking at hindsight, this is a kind of a miracle movie that was made, because this movie it was kind of unheard of.
People forget how much shit Marvel got, and they're like, they're never gonna do it.
And then all of a sudden they literally rubbed it in their face with this amazing film. Not only is it an amazing film, but it's entertaining. The entertainment value is like way up there.
Leading up to it, people are like, oh, they're not gonna do Thor. Thor's gonna be terrible. And then people liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not gonna do Captain America. How are they gonna make Captain America work? They made
it fucking work.
And just like the entire time, people are like, well, this movie they made was good, but the next one will probably suck.
Yeah.
And no, and then finally they're at the point. They're like, we got the Avengers.
And it is true in that kind of retrospect.
And it paid off.
And you know what surprises me is the chemistry of all the actors are on point, and they work together really well.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear us talk a lot more about the movie throughout the thing. Thank you. So without further ado, we're gonna be munching on pizza, which we always do during the audio commentaries. I hope that you have your Blu-rays, your DVDs or VCRs or Laserdisc versions of Avengers ready. Because we're gonna start this in a bit. When I give Alexis, when I give you the cue, we're gonna start it. So guys, without further ado, here comes Red Spotlight Entertainment presents the auto commentary for Avengers: Age of Ultron. I mean, not Age of Ultron. What the fuck? The first Avengers. Alexis,
you just like butchered.
Yeah, I butchered that. I will edit this for sure. Alexis, push play now.
You were late a second.
It's okay.
See this character? He always came off Power Rangers to me, like a Power Rangers villain.
The other.
The other, yeah. Archatari.
You know, it's funny. How is this movie more adult than Batman v Superman?
What do you mean?
It's funny how this is more adult.
Yeah.
What's funny is how you butchered that sentence.
It's late, guys. We just recorded a podcast.
And you know what? Half of those people are Hydra agents.
Yeah, sure.
That's funny. Yeah. Dude.
Half of those people deserve to die.
Now you don't feel as bad, right?
Samuel L. Jackson as himself.
Kyle.
That's the problem, sir. We don't know.
Not that bad. It's just surreal seeing Coulson in this.
Right?
How's Sky?
They never,
Phase 2 prototype.
yeah.
No, they did.
One.
You don't realize it at this one, but they did discuss it in the later on in the movie when they're all confronting each other right before Loki attacks.
Oh yeah, I know that was phase 2.
Yeah, the phase 2 of this Tesseract thing was weapons. So he wants those items shipped out of there. That way they're safe.
It's funny, that's the operative name, Phase 2.
Yeah.
I thought that was directly gonna lead into like literally phase 2.
Yeah.
I was like, oh okay. This is the first time we see the Hawk.
No, we saw the Hawk in Thor.
That was such bullshit. I'm sorry. He was there for like 2 seconds and he just like held it out. You could tell they did that like way after they were done filming. You know what's always made me mad? They never give him his bright purple costume.
They will.
They will?
The Civil War, I think.
In Civil
they?
War, they Renner, he gave out some of the character designs and all that stuff for Civil War on Instagram.
Because I'm kind of getting tired of him. Because he just looks like a regular dude. He just with no sleeves, just with his arrows. I want his purple costume, and purple is a much needed color in the Avengers. I'll say that.
I can't wait to see him and Ant-Man interacting with each other.
You just want that scene.
Yeah. See the Terminator right there.
You think at this point they knew it was going to be an Infinity Stone? I feel like they didn't.
Who's they?
Marvel. Brain trust.
I think they should have known.
I don't think they did.
Because in the movie, the scepter doesn't go back with Thor; it stays with Shield. Why would they keep it with Shield?
Why not?
Only to fall into Hydra's hands.
But they
And
didn't.
then
They
threaten
didn't.
The Avengers.
They didn't say they were keeping the scepter in the Avengers. That was something later on. They're like, oh, okay, they kept it.
Might I say, what a badass entrance for Thor. I mean, for Loki to come out.
Yeah.
Look at him. He looks sick. Poor guy. Fuck everyone. How come he's bulletproof? I never understood that.
Is it Asgardian?
No, but they can get stabbed. Oh, that guy's dead.
Probably.
Pass me another piece of pizza.
Probably because he has armor on.
So Darkseid versus Thanos. Here's where they completely fucked over Hawkeye. This is what I love about the Avengers. Like, it's just beyond cartoony. But it works. Like, he literally just has a little magic stick. Alright, if I poke you, I control you.
Like, this
you know?
movie could be easily animated.
Yeah.
I love Sam Jackson and Tom Hiddleston's reactions with each other.
You know what they could have done? They could have done a one-shot of when Loki first meets Thanos.
That could have
Stuff
been
like that.
nicer. But they didn't cast Josh Brolin that.
Yeah.
It's so funny because that exactly is Hydra's motto.
What?
Freedom is life's straight line. In the Winter Soldier, we have Project Insight, which basically takes away freedom by eliminating all of their threats at once and taking over the world, and then being dominated.
So what you're saying is, you're voting for... I'm kidding.
Nice. Nice.
No, I'm not gonna say
Nice.
it. You know what? They have not remained consistent though with Dr. Selvig's character.
Yeah.
Like, he completely changes movie to movie.
And he was completely nutty in Dark World, right?
By Age of Ultron, he was a teacher again. It's called the Cosmic Cube. Ooh. Like, that right there is such a, like, cartoony thing. It just shoots energy or whatever.
But it works.
It works.
That's the wonderful thing about this.
The wonderful thing about Tigers.
There's only things. Tom Hiddleston as Tigger. You know, Winnie the Pooh remake.
I'm curious, the mind of a kind.
Were you ever tested?
That's a very loose term.
Clip's here, sir. Need to go.
When are they gonna have a Nick Fury movie?
They named the movie Fury. Oh wait.
I'd watch a Nick Fury movie.
I found it amazing how they got Sam Jackson to do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy.
You must love Marvel. You must have painted real big.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't shown up since.
You know what? They give him a good steady paycheck every couple years. You know what? He's like, you know, heck yeah, I love this.
You know what? I must say that this is a great intro, and you haven't introduced the big four yet. And for all you metalheads out there, you know what I'm talking about.
We have to introduce Nick Fury.
You have to what?
Introduce Nick Fury. And really like what S.H.I.E.L.D.'s all about and the big threat.
Director Fury, do you copy?
The Tesseract is with a hostile force. I have men down. You?
Did his eye patch change eyes? I could have swore later on it's on the other eye.
Not working rescue looking for that briefcase.
No.
No?
Get back to base.
Oh, that would be a.
That would be an epic fail.
I know, right?
That would be a big goof. But at the end of the day, would it matter? Oh, titles. I love Alan Silverstreet's theme.
It is a nice theme. I really like it. Is this Russia?
It feels very comic booky.
Who would have thought?
No,
Comic book movies feel like comic booky. To be fair though, that was a novel idea at the time.
what?
Actually making it feel like lively and
Like a comic.
like a comic.
And that's openly accepted.
Yeah.
It's cool. The first one they introduced is friggin' Black Widow.
That's a cool shot.
Оказалось просто, что одно красивое яичко.
Вы правда думаете, что я красивая?
Скажи Лермонтову, что он нам не нужен, чтобы дать рукав. Скажи ему, он выбрал. Так... I have to write it down.
I must say I really love how they've written her character.
Why?
Why? Because it's like
I'm kidding.
I love Coulson.
Are you kidding? I'm working. I'm in the middle of an interrogation. This moron is giving me everything.
Do you think at least she knows that he's still alive?
Who's still alive?
No.
No.
Coulson?
You can't pull me out of this right now.
Maria Hill is the closest one that knows that he's alive.
Let me put you on hold.
He's an old man. She kind of goes all in on him. Look, she doesn't hit him. She hits him with her hair.
Use Pantene, everybody.
Oh god. That's just cool.
Isn't it?
That's really popular now. You see in a lot of movies where like they grab the head with the legs and stuff like that and then flip them.
It's all because of her.
He should have dislocated his leg right there. Oh, but she can't walk in heels.
I think so. I'll brief you on everything when you get back. But first, we need you to talk to the big guy.
You mean your soulmate?
That's the one I didn't really buy that whole love story.
In the second one?
I mean, I sort of did. It's okay. But it wasn't like, oh my god, they're so in love. Where is this, India?
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. Hindi.
Doctor Who.
I still kind of wish they would have gotten Edward Norton.
Really?
Yeah. I really liked Edward Norton.
But come on, do you think he would have agreed to be in this movie?
He obviously didn't.
Exactly.
How do you feel about Mark Ruffalo?
Oh, I love Mark Ruffalo.
But I get what you mean. Seeing Edward Norton interact with Downey, Evans, and
No, but I also
Hemsworth.
think he did a really good job in The Incredible Hulk.
I agree.
I really liked that first half when he was just on the run and it was just him trying
Yeah.
to find a cure and all.
You know what? I actually like I like the dynamic between him and Liv Tyler.
And they're not gonna like really explain that anymore. It's just like, she's gone now.
Man is supposed to be avoiding stress, but hell of a place to settle.
I'm very expensive to see.
I'm always angry.
You okay?
Big bag of weed.
City, smart. I assume the whole place is surrounded.
Just you and me.
And is your actress funny? She was fun too. They start that young.
You'd be surprised.
Who are you?
Natasha Romanoff.
And they show how she started that young.
Are you here to kill me, Miss Romanoff? Because that's not going to work out for everyone.
No, no.
Yeah, I like that. I like how that wasn't just a random plot thread. They're actually following through with.
We never lost you, Doctor. Kept our distance. You can help keep some other interested parties off your scent. Nick Fury seems to trust you.
For some mundane reason.
What if I said no?
I'll persuade you.
Well, she's Scarlett Johansson. It won't be that hard.
Everybody says.
She's her.
You've been more than a year without an incident. I don't think you're gonna break that straight.
I love how her hair fluctuates.
Well,
With each movie.
It was.
I love that too. It just happens like
I think
back
it.
and forth.
But I think it's funny how like each movie, they all get like different suits or different stuff like that. Her hair just changes.
And that's it.
Like that's her suit. Her
Yeah,
hair.
different. For Civil War again, it has a different hairstyle.
Yeah.
Like it's a longer version of that.
what does Fury want to do?
I think Joss Whedon really likes the short hair.
Yeah, I like it too.
Down the signature. It's too weak for us to risk. There's no influence in radiation they can do. There was.
We're just here talking about hairstyles.
Like girl,
Important.
like girl.
That doesn't match your outfit.
No, but it's.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help.
I love how terrified she looks.
The thing about Edward Norton and Mark Ruffalo though is that Edward Norton obviously looks like an actor versus Mark Ruffalo, he looks like he could be, a scientist and all that stuff. I never really got the scientist vibe from Edward Norton.
Really?
I mean, he was good, and he was good at smart dialogue and all that stuff, but I never bought him as a scientist.
For real?
I buy him as a scientist though. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I actually kind of buy Edward Norton more.
You ever been in a war council? Been a firefight?
What's the official status as far as Shield goes
In terms of what?
right now? Like, are they alive? Are they not? What do people know about them?
The actual Shield right now in the center.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Shield.
Like
as
right
far as
before
the
Civil
world
War.
knows, is dead,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of intelligence communities are catching on that they may still exist. The president knows that they're alive and well, and as far as I'm concerned, he pretty much, without officially authorizing them, they're sanctioned to do what they're doing.
Oh,
In the
okay.
universe, they set up this ATCU to deal with the Inhuman crisis, but because they don't know what the hell they're doing, he basically just assigned them to do whatever Phil Coulson says to do.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of have a pseudo relationship going on, but nothing official because the public still doesn't trust Shield because of the thing that happened with Hydra.
When's the next movie that Sam Jackson comes out in then?
Avengers, right? I mean,
So it's gonna be interesting to see if because it's gotta connect. They gotta.
I really love.
They gotta acknowledge each other.
I really love the editing and the way that this entrance was shot for Captain America.
But not to call out another movie. But this is a lot of different characters, and it flows so well, like from each scene.
Yes, I mean
into
you
the
give
other one.
You give character for each and every one. You give that's the thing though. This movie gives you room to breathe.
Yeah.
You know.
and it doesn't feel forced. It just feels naturally flowing. This character, that character.
You gotta.
Sorry.
That's all Joss Whedon though.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's really good at ensemble though.
Yeah.
That's the thing about him.
Something not a lot of people can do. It's tough, juggling so
But-
many characters.
I say that the animation. I mean, not the animation. The
animation.
editing. The editing.
The pixels.
The pixels. Starring Adam Sandler. No, but I really love the way that it was edited and the way that it flashed back and all that.
The world was at war. And we're about
Man out of time.
to say we're lost.
What does he mean by that?
Along the way.
And then so we lost. Was it ever occurred to you what he means exactly? What did we lose after we won World War II?
Our morals, probably.
Maybe.
That really leads into the second
Which
Captain
is
America.
true,
Yeah. And I think you could kind of tell that
Fish got out of the ocean when he was
Joss Whedon kind of wanted to make a Captain America movie. Because if you look at the deleted scenes, like most of them were Captain America scenes. Like he had filmed a lot of Captain America scenes. And I really think
Like
he
him
has,
at
like,
that
a love
him at
for that.
that diner or something like that, right?
Yeah.
The first Avenger.
Which one?
Cap 1.
Cap 1?
Who directed that?
Oh, what's his name? I think it's Joe Johnston.
I think maybe that.
He directed The Rocketeer. He designed Boba Fett, and Google it. I'm pretty sure it's Joe Johnston. I think that's his name.
tell us about the Tesseract that we ought to know.
You should have left it on the water.
Should have left it in the ocean.
Oh, ocean, whatever.
Hold on, my homeboy is on.
Your homeboy.
My homeboy. I clapped. I'm not gonna lie. I clapped.
Did you really?
When he came on. Yeah.
I didn't.
Freaking hater. Joe Johnston, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just seeing Iron Man. I love how he was reserved for last.
But you know what I loved about the trailers leading into this movie? It didn't give away shit. You never saw the Chitauri. You never saw really any of the final battle, except for maybe the
Helicarrier? The Helicarrier?
the helicarrier. I don't even remember. They didn't show the
I
helicarrier.
don't remember the trailers.
Okay.
But unlike Age of Ultron, what they showed you a lot.
The first look that I got into this was I stayed till the end credit scene for Captain America: First Avengers, and then I saw the teaser to Avengers.
Oh.
This is badass. I want a home like this.
I just love seeing the evolution of the suits. Like the first one, it was all like
In every single movie.
really
it's all-
tough.
it confuses
And then
you.
now Civil War is the little watch.
Yep.
It's like magic. It's cool though.
Jarvis, I gotta tell you,
The thing I miss about Age of Ultron is Gwyneth Paltrow's thing, because I think that it gives a more human
Yeah.
sense to Tony Stark when
Is she?
when
Is she?
Pepper is
Is she gonna
involved.
be in Civil War?
Yes,
I hope
she is.
I hope she is.
I miss seeing these two together.
Yeah.
See Iron Man 3?
In hindsight, Iron Man 3 isn't that bad of a film. It's just that
Did you not like it when it came out?
if you
I hated it.
For reals?
I did, you know, because
Wow.
well, because I was so attached to, you know, to the Mandarin Iron Man story.
I will say, oh, well, the Mandarin was nothing but a walking sort of like a racist stereotype. The original Mandarin.
He wanted that character to be done justice on the big screen.
But I think what just made me mad was that Ben Kingsley's interpretation up to that point was awesome.
Yeah,
Like
and
it was
then
really cool. Like
Yeah.
this sort of like terrorist
And
who
Ben-
doesn't allegiance to any. He's very like you can't tell exactly what ethnicity is, but this just
and I love the
fit-
fact that that Ben Kingsley and Robert Downey Jr. will be facing off. That would have been freaking amazing, but no. Instead, it had to be. Yeah, I'm an actor.
But I mean, if you just take away the fact, if you just take away the whole twist with that, it's not like a bad movie.
No.
I definitely think it has some flaws. So, because you start thinking about things like, why didn't he do the house action thing or whatever?
And when you think about it,
and
it's
who's
really
being
just
attacked?
a rip-off of The Incredibles.
Really? A little bit, yeah. Actually,
villain-
yeah, that's
the
true.
villain story, yeah.
The villain story is straight up incredible. But as a movie, it's not bad. I still think it's pretty good. I just really wish they would have stuck. I really wish while they were filming it, they're like, I don't know, man. Ben Kingsley's Mandarin is pretty awesome. We better take away this twist. I think if they would have done that, people would have loved the film.
Yeah.
That's when you learned his name.
I love this part right
Yeah.
Just seeing him look at the bigger universe.
It's like you got 3
shit.
movies to watch.
Yeah.
I forgot they took out his chest piece. Yeah. Oh, and they say Marvel is an adult.
They're freaking adorable. I must say that.
Watch
They're
this.
What?
The cellist. You want to hear about the cellist?
Oh yeah, they carry that into
Yeah, the Agents of
Shield
S.H.I.E.L.D.
was,
Shield.
was one of their post-Winter Soldier stories for Coulson.
Yeah.
Before they give him a different love interest that I'm still not over.
goodbye.
I'm apparently not that far into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Season 3.
Not that far in.
Yeah, that pissed me off too.
It did, yeah.
That pissed me off. You know, because he was finally getting happy, and then
Right.
shit
You
happened.
can't be happy.
Why can't
You know
no-
what? You
why-
know what I didn't like about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Because they are like a government operation. Like they're gonna kill people. It's like the FBI.
They do
But
kill people.
I know, but they always use the ICER guns to try to
Actually,
like.
they've been using that less and less.
I kind of don't like how
As
they.
the seasons progress,
Mhm.
they use that less and less, honestly. Like, season 3 has been, I think, the bloodiest.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I didn't like how they sort of lean on that. Like, oh, but we're not killing them. We're just gonna ice them. And it's like, no, like you're a government agency. Of course you're gonna kill people. And it could have like really played into the whole morality
Well,
of it.
Except the Inhumans, you can't just flat out kill them because they
Well,
have a mission
that's
with that.
different.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I love the fanboyisms with Coulson and
agents they actually kill. They don't.
Yeah.
For the most part.
that's when they first started getting bloody.
Right.
Because I remember like, oh shit, people are dying.
I mean, honestly, that entire first season, the showrunners were waiting for the movie.
It kind of felt like that.
No, it was. They said that we were just waiting for this movie to come out.
Is that why there were so many filler?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because yeah, the first half of the season wasn't too good.
It was somewhat mediocre.
It was
then the
mediocre.
second half kicked in.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
when
here,
it really started getting going.
here's Dexter's evil laboratory.
Laboratory. It's
There's
actually Dr. Elvick.
Selvig.
Selvig. I'm so bad with words.
It's okay, I am too.
Oh God. See, like right here when he's talking to him, all I could think was Power Rangers. Look at that.
Do you have to expect to see Rita come out of the corner?
Kind of.
Power Rangers! I told you you would not foil my
Kill
plan.
off the Guardians.
I like that.
Really?
Yeah.
He was like, what? He was kind of cool. I liked him.
I did kind of like him, but that opens the way for more different characters. We'll definitely get, because they said they're going to introduce a lot of characters. Not a lot, but they're going to introduce new characters in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Dude, Chris Pratt continuously, leaks photos on set.
Yeah.
On his Instagram, and he's like saying, "Oops, I accidentally slipped in another
They're filming
picture."
right now, right?
Yeah, they're filming right
And
now.
so
Is it out next year?
I think
I hope so.
I think so. Yeah. It looks amazing. All the sets and all that stuff. They're going. They look like they're going the Force Awakens route and using a lot of
Is it
practical.
sad?
They
Oh,
always
that's
did.
sad.
I think they did with the
I'm
first
really
one.
looking forward to the mixtape for that.
I am too.
'Cause I really love the first
Yeah.
mixtape for that.
I love. They have a perfect title, Volume 2.
Right, right.
I was like, that's perfect.
That's what the subtitle is going to be.
Yeah, Volume 2. See, just look at him.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's very plasticky.
Like
very,
if I were to see like a well, they are doing a live action Power Rangers movie. Why? I don't know. But that's something like I would think I would see. But I'm not hating on it. I actually kind of like it because, like I said, I like that it takes cartoon.
And you know what? You know what's cool though? This is obviously practical.
Yeah, it's cool. All his fingers.
He's like, he touched me, and he didn't wash his hands.
I will say that like, for Phase 2.
Phase 2?
Phase 2
Okay.
Hey, Kyle.
of.
You said it right.
I said it
It
right.
sounded right.
That's kind of messed up on your part because there's so many times I've said it wrong. Okay, this is a movie mistake. Look at this. You see how the flaps go up,
Yeah.
and then when they cut, the flaps are down. What's up with that? Okay.
What's up with that?
What's up with that? I was gonna say Phase 2. It did kind of seem like I got a little like questionable about like Marvel as a whole. Like
It did. I mean,
Because-
Iron Man 3 and Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
But the first half of Shield, it seemed a little iffy.
it was like this is okay,
But when Winter
but
Soldier kicked in, and then Guardians.
yeah.
Wow.
But then I'm looking at Phase 3 and like every single one of those movies, I'm like I'm crazy about it. Like I wasn't really that crazy about Thor
here,
2.
I love the way.
I don't know about
Here I am talking about costume and hair and all that shit, but look at the way that he's dressed. He looks like he's a college professor.
Right, right.
Oh yeah.
and all that
Was
stuff.
Thor 2 really, did we really need Thor 2?
Yeah, I think that's my biggest issue
I
with
think it was
it.
more of an Infinity Stone, like more universe building kind of thing.
Because like the only thing that might make it necessary is the fact that Loki is on the throne.
That and the Infinity Stone.
Yeah, but that's it. But I'm
You see Matt, the radar technician, running by.
But I'm looking at every single film they got slated for Phase 3. Like every single one, I'm like, it's different than what they've done before, and I love it. Civil War, Black Panther, Doctor Strange. They're really going all out with Thor Ragnarok.
These helicarriers are amazing. I heard a rumor the other month that apparently the government wants to manufacture some of these.
Well, look, it's just a giant drone. You know the drones that we fly around?
Right, yeah.
If you like blew it up times 1,000 or whatever, that would be it right there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Humans for Phase 3 or Phase 4?
It's like Phase 4.
I thought it was for Phase 3.
I thought it was for Phase 3 too.
So
It
Humans
takes
is
place
like
after like Avengers 4.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
I think after Infinity War, I think then it kicks off Phase 4.
That's a lot of movies for Phase. Okay,
3, it's because we only have, okay, so Phase 2 is
Maximum effort.
Iron Man 3, Thor 2, Cap 2, Guardians, Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man
Okay.
6.
This
It
is-
how much of Phase
wait a
4?
minute. Would we count the standalone Spider-Man for Phase 3?
Good.
That's an open question.
That's Thanos.
I think we kind of have to because
You see, Die Another Day. This is how you do invisible technology.
Because I'm thinking about it. Because you know how they give those big like phase.
Civil War opens Phase 3, right?
Yeah.
Civil War, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Guardians 2, Thor Ragnarok,
I love that bit.
Infinity War. That's already 8 movies. I think I'm missing one. Spider-Man.
But do we count it as Phase 3? Okay, think of it this way. Like I said, you know how it's like I'm a big nerd. I ordered the Phase 1 movie set of the Marvel movies. Would they include the standalone Spider-Man in that Phase 3?
Sony distributes Spider-Man at Disney.
I love.
See, but
I told you that was one of the negative things of having Spider-Man in the scene because they did have full control.
All the other agents look like regular agents, like Coulson and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you see Nick Fury, and he looks like a comic book secret agent.
you know what I think though?
What?
Oh no, I was talking to Alexis. Once they get to like where they start filming it, that question is really gonna come up. Do we count it?
I told you this when that happened. It's like,
What?
everybody was
Would
so
you
happy
count
about Spider-Man.
the new Spider-Man movie as part of Phase 3?
If Sony is the one that's
It's in the
distributing it,
same
not Disney.
universe, but
I would count it.
will Marvel count it?
I think the bigger question is, will Disney count it?
I don't
If
know.
they put it in like bundles.
That's gonna. I know. That's what I mean. Because I want it in that bundle. I'm gonna be really mad if it's not in that bundle. We'll see.
There's only so much. It's more than knowledge.
It's truth.
I wonder why they stopped making Marvel one-shots.
Because it's
I wanna
freaking
say-
expensive to make.
Is it real? No, it's not.
They had a big Carter, and they even had a Jasper Sidwell in one-shot before Age of Ultron. I mean, not Age of Ultron, but Avengers.
The one shots weren't that expensive. I don't think so.
I mean, see that there's a Jasper Sidwell who ended up being the Coulson Hydra.
Some of the later ones got a little bit more ambitious.
Right.
But the early ones
Like
were
the
like.
All Hail
It
the
was a
King.
Coulson one-shot, right?
I really like. That's probably my favorite
That's
one.
my favorite. All Hail the King. But the thing, why
That was
not-
legitimately funny to me.
But I think
I love how at the end they give him all this exposition of like a real Mandarin out there, and then all of and then all of a sudden he's like, "Sorry, I don't understand what you're
so does
saying."
that in some way make up for if they're gonna? I think
they
they're
won't
saving him
address
for-
it though.
I think they're saving him for Phase 4.
Honestly, I kind of wish they would touch it a little bit on Agents of Shield,
The Mandarin?
Yeah.
Really?
or at least like a section of his
But
like
isn't
his
the Mandarin
terrorists.
the main villain of Iron Man? Wouldn't you want that in
There's
an
not gonna be an Iron Man 4.
You know,
though.
you know.
Not with
How about we
Robert
meet?
Downey
How
Jr.
about we meet both way and have the 10 Rings be involved in Agents of Shield? Like bring them to the foreground.
They'd want to do that. in the
Imagine if they
movie.
throw in a left, they come out of left field and they involve the Mandarin in Infinity War.
Might I say cinematically how wonderful this movie is?
You know what? I'm
Wait,
gonna.
hold up.
Just cinematography alone is just beautiful.
How do we feel about the Captain America suit in this movie?
It's terrible.
That's what I was like.
Honestly, it's the helmet. I think that's what it is. The suit I like,
It's fine.
but the helmet, it looks like he's going to a little kid's birthday party. That's
Who
what I
designed
get
that?
from
Was
it.
it Coulson that designed that costume? Because
He had help in it.
Well, that's why. That's why.
No, but like the Age of Ultron suit, I think is the
The
best
Winter
one.
Soldier one I love. Look at the
Yeah, that's. I think that's a really cool variation.
Right.
I like how it looks like a bomber jacket-esque kind of thing.
Look at.
Aw,
He's just
slapped him like a bitch.
He's just mean. This, I remember, I was like, alright, that's pretty damn violent.
At least he's not slamming his face against the car door.
And like, he's all into it, like, oh my god.
A Wittgenstein
Don't make fun of the
Toaster-
German people.
toaster strudel.
He's a diva. That's
He's
what
a
he is. He
diva,
loves
he's
to
a diva.
entertain.
He's a full-tilt diva, you know. He likes to build monuments
I
to
mean,
the
to a certain
skies.
extent, he shares some qualities with Joker, right? Because he's a very staged person and he loves to show off and dramatic kind of thing. I'm not saying that.
And just in the dramatics, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But the thing about,
With him, he has daddy issues. That's
But
that's his whole thing.
the thing about Joker though is that he's always had a taste for theatrics.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that. If I had to pick a Joker of the Marvel universe, it would be Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Like this shit, that's so comic booky.
Is he Zod? Get it? Richard,
Oh.
Richard
you know
Donner.
what? I did get it. I did.
Oh.
Oh.
This is not simple.
Is this not your natural state?
This is actually a really good speech.
It's kind of vague. It's
Yeah,
just
but
bad guy general.
I know, but the way he
He's a
says
good
it
actor.
though, the way that he says it
Because
though,
Tom Hiddleston has very experience. He has that training with the.
he's classically trained.
Right. That's what it is.
I think that's why he has this theatrical kind of presence.
I mean, that's what the character is.
In the end, he will always lead.
And then they have that World War II vet. Or
Look,
something.
we have Bernie Sanders right here.
Shut up.
Not for men like you.
Hey, I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
I always thought he was like a Holocaust survivor.
Well, I think mad respect to him. He knows he's gonna die right now. It's like stand up.
I thought he was like a Holocaust survivor. Did you get that feeling or no?
It looks like it. Yeah.
That's what I got. Like, where did he fall from?
All right. That. Yeah.
Isn't it the helmet?
Yeah. The helmet. Yeah. Especially with that on the side.
The wings.
Yeah.
I don't mind the wings. It's just really bulky. Like it.
You know what?
It's too compressive. Is that what it is? Or?
It looks like he's going to a kid's birthday party. It really does.
Not the one who's got his
It looks kind of cheap, honestly. Like.
Shh.
Drop the weapon and stand down.
They kind of have like the Indiana Jones fight, like
Yeah.
the sound effects. Whoosh, whoosh.
You know how that was done, right?
Yeah.
Ben Burt got a pillow and stuffed it with meat.
Not today. Like that kick.
Yeah.
I remember I loved this part right here where Iron Man flies in.
I love it too.
Right. Yeah.
I love how it's AC/DC too.
Like, when's the last time they played an AC/DC song?
There.
Exactly. Shit.
Now that's an entrance.
He's like, Stark? Cap?
It's always interesting because it's not really touched up. Well, it is, but we don't talk about it much. The automatic disdain Steve has for Tony.
Yeah.
I think it really is rooted in the fact that he knew his father.
Yeah.
And he loved his father so much more than what Tony is. So maybe that kind of turns him off immediately. That the son of one of his closest friends ended up being something like this. Kind of
I think it has more to do with Tony Stark and
his
like
style, or
no, just like, you know, he kind of has daddy issues too. And it's like, this is the guy my dad would always rave about. Like, my dad kind of cared more about this guy
no, well,
than
I'm talking from
me.
Steve's point of view. But
I'm
from Tony's-
talking for Tony's point
Yeah,
of view.
that's
Civil
true.
War, bitch.
Right.
Come at me.
Okay.
Oh guys,
And
why
you know
can't
what?
we just, I don't know, get
You know
along?
what's also brilliant? We're gonna see scenes of Civil War
Yeah.
in this movie. Like the very first thoughts of Cap and Tony.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy how much they plan in advance.
I loved all that. I'm not overly fond of what.
Yeah, great line.
Oh shit! And then all of a sudden, here he
Like,
is.
all the great things about the Avengers movie really come from Joss Whedon. Like, his writing is amazing.
You know, Joss Whedon wrote Toy Story.
Did he?
Helped write Toy Story. Yeah, he
No
did.
way. That's cool. One thing that kind of pisses me off, they don't give him the helmet. They give Loki the
Thor.
helmet, yeah, but
He had it in the first.
he had it in one scene.
Right.
He had it on and
I
he
think-
took it off and he
I
never
think
wore
it's
it
one of those
again.
things that it didn't test well with pole testing. I think.
But I think he looked, when he wore it in that one scene, he
Yeah.
looked great.
You know, I think it's for a stunt reason.
Yeah, probably for stunt reasons, but Loki
Yeah.
does it, whatever. I'm not saying he has to wear it all the time. It could be like,
The reason why, you know, Captain America could have that thing.
I like
on-
that line.
Oh,
There's only one God.
There's only one God, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like, and that's
right.
it. Just the characterizations of
Yeah.
all of the cast.
how he's he's an old town, you know, old time Christian boy kind of thing.
Iron Man's a new atheist kind of guy.
I love that.
It's perfect.
Wait, I like this character interaction with each other.
that's what Avengers got so right. The characters. If you can get the characters right, it's like you're more than halfway there.
You know, I really admire Hemsworth and Hiddleston's chemistry.
The first time I saw this, I didn't get, after watching Thor,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get how we got there without the Bifrost. Then they explained it there very quickly. How much dark magic did they have to get? It's very
That was so cheap.
Right.
That's one thing where I'm like, that's so cheap. I mean, they addressed it.
Yeah, but it's like, you
yeah.
can tell it was like, it wasn't really discussed over that long.
I would say if they hadn't thrown that little line, I would have been like, all right, that's a negative. Like, you're not gonna explain how we got here. But if you give me some throwaway line, all right, like I'll buy it. Okay.
Recompense for your imagined slights. The earth is under my protection.
This is very Shakespearean. I love it. It's very Hamlet-y.
Shakespeare's better.
Okay.
Think yourself above them. You miss the truth of ruling, brother. From suit you
I love that.
Anyone ever question the decision to like have his like? Didn't in the first movie they have all of his shoulders and his arms covered up?
Oh, they do it. They do it again.
Yeah, in the Dark World, but what?
No, they do it here too. Yeah. At the end, when he picks up the hammer, it all like,
Oh, okay.
the Tesseract, you give up this poisonous dream.
and you come home.
Come home.
I do love that. Like,
He loves
throughout
him.
the entire time, like, you're my brother, you know? You're a little shit, but I love you.
Exactly. You know.
And that's basically their relationship.
And you know what? Say what you will about the Dark World, but their chemistry was still great.
Yeah. No, everything with Loki and Thor, it was great.
Yeah.
Like, when he got pissed about his
That was
mother's
the-
death,
Yeah. See,
That was great.
The best part of the Dark World was that middle section when they were breaking out. I mean, the audience really reacted, especially when he turned into Cap.
right here, I remember everyone laughing.
Shakespeare in the park.
You wear her drapes.
Like, the dialogue is so freaking perfect.
You think that the QB's all yours. Until then, stay out of the way.
Although, I do
Tourist.
call BS that Thor is of equal strength to Iron Man.
Come on, really? What?
Thor's way stronger.
Thor's a god.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant that Iron Man would be a lot stronger than Thor.
No. And they had to imagine something's bad when Loki just sits there and watches this the whole time. That's where I'm like, really? You don't think something's up when he's just waiting for you to come back and get him? Like, he's just staring, like...
He could have, yeah.
It's pretty obvious that he wanted to get captured.
But I think part of the beauty of his plan is that they're all distracted with hating each other.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Did you hear that? Did you hear, what's his name?
Jarvis.
Not Jarvis. Age of Ultron. What's his name?
Well, wait.
From Age of Ultron.
Wait.
Who does Jarvis
Wait,
become?
Peter.
Oh, Vision.
Peter,
Vision.
to counter what you just said about Iron Man being as strong as Thor, Thor kind of helped him out. 400% capacity.
That's
when
true.
he charged his suit. So that kind of makes logical sense.
Batman v Superman shot.
This is already Civil War. Although I'm really glad that the Russos are directing Civil War, because good God, do they know action? So you know those action scenes are gonna be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Here he is.
That's enough.
He looks like he came from a slumber party.
Oh my god.
I've come here to put an end to Loki's schemes.
He wants me to put
Put the hammer down or so help me. So help me.
You want me to put the hammer down?
See, he could have killed him. He tried to kill him.
But that vibranium though.
You can tell that's gonna have a big part in Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
Wakanda.
Vibranium. Yeah.
And they're expecting Andy Serkis back for that movie, right?
I hope he's the main villain.
In what, Black Panther?
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
he played Claw, right?
Absolutely.
I thought he was really cool. I would have liked that. I want to see him with his actual claw.
I watched it in Discovery Channel.
And I think they're gonna play him more darker. And didn't they get the director of Creed and Fruitvale Station? What's his name?
Really?
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
That's gonna be.
He's gonna direct Black
Not
Panther.
only the director, but writer of those movies. Too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you know that movie's gonna
Okay.
be great.
I'm.
He's a really great newer director.
I love
That's-
how he looks at Mark. I mean, at
At
Bruce.
Looking back on it now, he's like, all right, because that was his whole plan.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's cool because Bruce Banner knows it too.
I don't think he does.
The way.
I think he's creeped out.
I think he's just creeped out.
Yeah.
No, that was.
The beauty is that he knows this was not meant for him.
Yeah. Air whooshing.
The subtitles though.
30,000 feet straight down in a steel trap. You get how that works? And something a lot stronger.
I love how he looks at the camera because he knows he's looking at it right now. He's addressing directly to the Hulk.
You call such lost creatures. Steal a force you can't hope to control. You talk about peace and you kill nothing for me. You've made me think. You're not gonna be glad that you did.
Has Samuel L. Jackson ever given a bad performance?
I mean, he's amazing in everything. I mean, I thought he could have been a contender for Best Supporting Actor, rightfully.
Honestly, after seeing who won, he should have. He should have been in there.
Okay, first of all, Mark
Mark Rylak.
deserved.
Mark Rylak.
He deserved to be nominated. That was a great
Okay.
performance. Okay. But Stallone needed that.
I should have won. I should have won.
He's in Guardians too.
Yeah, honestly,
Stallone?
yeah, I would love that.
Me too.
Hey, I heard your
Like some sort of space pirate or space cop or something. That
I would want him.
Judge Dredd.
I would want him to be in there just to say, I am the law.
Was cast in that movie, right?
Yeah. You really think you're funny, huh?
Judge, no. I'm laughing at the idea of him saying, Judge Dredd lines, because James Gunn would do that.
But I would, yeah, Kurt Russellson. I really hope he plays his dad,
I think it's obvious.
because I think he's perfect casting to play his dad.
He already
I
played-
love this line.
He's adopted.
He's adopted. That's hilarious.
Everybody
I
laughed.
love his entrance and everyone's reaction to Tony right here.
I'm saying, pick a weekend. I'll fly you to Portland. Keep love alive.
Is he still talking about the cellist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No hard feelings, Point Break. You gotta meet someone. Also,
Get out, Point Break.
Open as wide, stay open as long as Loki wants. Raise this mess. Check this out, sense. That man is
I love
playing
the-
Galaga. Bobby didn't notice. Loki did. How does Fury even see these terms? That's exhausting. Just raw materials, which are going to get his hands on pretty easily. The major component he still needs is a power source, high energy density.
Right there. Love that. The one thing, though, it's somewhat of a plot hole, but not really, if you don't buy it, is if he hacked in that shield, why couldn't he see that Hydra was within shield the entire time?
Am I the only one?
That's kind of a major plot hole. Because they said all of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s secrets are
Well,
now...
no, he said all of S.H.I.E.L.D. secrets. Maybe Hydra had some kind of program
Firewall?
that prevented that from happening. So I mean, just to kind of make an excuse for that.
Yeah. But you know, every time they want to come up with a new plot hole, they're like, "Oh, this wasn't on the books.
Mark,
Nick Fury hid it from the official
Guys.
records or whatever."
guys, during this scene,
I would consider that kind of a plot hole.
guys, during this scene, it's clear to me now that Julio is Bruce Banner.
Julio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Start with that sticker. Maybe magic.
It's pretty interesting when you consider that Nick Fury didn't want Tony involved as Iron Man. He just wanted him for his brain and to collaborate with Bruce.
Yeah.
Even though he should have known that.
He did know. That's why he did it. He's like,
That's true. I get that reference.
Understood that, friends. Should have played that.
that's the thing that really made this movie, the character interaction.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And it's also a big part of Age of Ultron.
And
That's
that-
what carries most of the movie. So you buy them as characters and you
Yeah.
buy their friendship.
I love
friendship matters.
one of my favorite scenes in Iron Man 3 was the end credit scene when
when he's talking
when Tony is telling the whole plot to Bruce and he was like asleep and what kind of friend are you?
You think they tell them the random hand movements to make, or they just make it up themselves, and then later on, the people have to like decide, all right, what are they actually doing?
You know, I think it's something that's probably left to the actors.
Like they're
I
just
mean,
like,
it's
do
not that
whatever.
big of a deal, and it looks. I mean, it's like a touch screen, right? You just touch this and that, you know.
Are you nuts? Here's that.
You wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Is everything a joke to you? Fight.
First mention of weed in the MCU.
But you know what I do like is you see a big difference between this Tony Stark and just the journey he goes through
You tiptoeing.
to get to Civil War,
You need to strut. And you need to focus on the problems. You think
and how different they changed. They were on opposite sides.
Why not before?
He was against him, and then he's like, "We need to follow orders." And because of the personal journeys they go through, they end up on opposite sides against each other.
That's true.
That's I don't know.
You
I
know,
don't know.
they wouldn't let him go to the food station and
Oh, I
during-
heard
and
that
all that
story.
stuff because he would always bring snacks to the set. And he Robert Downey Jr. and he would hide snacks throughout the entire set that way he could use it to all that stuff like this like that. That's his own personal bag of blueberries.
It also, I mean, Robert is Tony tonight.
Yeah, he's like, of course I can do it. He was getting paid 5 times more than probably anyone at that point.
Right.
I love how he's wearing a Black Sabbath shirt.
That's
to
what I'm
reference-
saying. Of
to
to
reference
bring
the-
back
the Iron
some
Man
of that
song.
rock and roll. Oh god.
What are they doing in the energy business in the first place?
I should probably look into that once my decryption program finishes breaking into all of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s secure files. I'm sorry, did you say Jarvis has been running it since they hit the bridge? In a few hours I'll know every dirty secret S.H.I.E.L.D. has ever tried to hide. Blueberry?
See that? Like, that's a bit of a plot hole.
It was an honest trailer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to wind us up. This is a man who means.
I remember, but at that point, that honest trailer, it was like Captain America, nobody's favorite character.
Right, yeah.
It's changed a lot since
It
then.
has, yeah. I mean, look,
People, I think, like him more than Iron Man.
Look, you know what? I'm not over exaggerating that I saw every other guy at Disneyland wearing a Captain America shirt
Yeah.
with just a shield. That itself really represents how popular he's really grown. Because in the beginning, you'd think, even when they were doing Phase 1, this is kind of our lamest characters. How are we
Yeah.
going to make him hip? How are we going to make him relevant? And it's like, it's become kind of the most relevant thing about the Marvel Universe.
You know what I think DC has to do? Because they kind of have a hero problem just in the fact that a lot of heroes are the same. Like the majority of the Justice League is kind of like a knockoff Superman. A lot of the heroes are just kind of like big, strong. But where they really have Marvel beat is in the villains.
Oh, yeah.
Their villains are way better. I think they really need to play to their strengths. They're trying to do that with Suicide Squad. But I think in their solo movies, maybe focus that out more. And because Marvel, they know their strengths and weaknesses. Like they know villains-wise, their villains are weak. For the most part, most Marvel villains are like, I'm doing it because I'm evil, or I'm doing it because I want money.
I love it. I love
So they
this
really
talk
focus on them.
right here
Oh, this one right here?
when he's
Terrible privilege.
They're in love.
Because I don't have. Hey. Forget all about your accident. That much gamma exposure should have killed you.
So you're saying that the other guy saved my life? That's nice. It's a nice sentiment. Saved it for what?
I guess we'll find out.
For World War Hulk.
No, but you know, you're so right with that because really, when you look at it, when you think about it, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor really wasn't the worst.
All of a sudden, this has become a Batman v Superman commentary.
Because I know a lot of people hate what they did with Lex Luthor.
I don't like what they
But
did,
they can still change it though, because he's in prison. He could be like, prison changed me, and that really has
Why
turned
do
him
I
more
hear-
into the hardened Lex Luthor.
Why do I hear the Ark of the Covenant theme?
That would have been funny if they did like an homage
From
shot,
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
like a giant shield, like, and then one person like carrying it on. But the plot to this movie is incredibly basic.
It is, and yet
But yeah, it's also dynamic as well.
But it's one of those movies. Like I say, you don't really judge a movie.
As soon as Loki took the doctor, we moved
You judge a movie on what it sets out to do.
Exposition.
from, so she was
Thanks, Lord Basil
see,
exposition.
but even the exposition here is appreciated
Yeah.
and warranted.
It's
It's nice to know where Jane Foster is. Just a nice little glance, and then just move
That's
on.
it.
From that, you know?
because it takes away from people asking questions. Because then you walk out like, oh, but what about this? What about this? You just say like, oh, okay, this, and then you continue.
Honestly, it can't be understated. I didn't get that when I first saw it because I didn't really.
Yeah, and seeing
I
the
didn't
other ones.
understand the superhero industry wasn't that. It was barely like reaching its like highness right now. But it really just this movie single-handedly established cinematic universe as something all movie studios strive for.
Think of all the movie universes that are trying to get started now. It really changed. It was a game changer as far as Hollywood's concerned. Honestly, though, I kind of think it was a game changer in a bad way. But it wasn't Marvel's
But
fault.
the same thing could be said about Deadpool because now people are they going to do an R-rated this or going to do an R-rated that, and it's like that's not what makes that movie special. It's the character and the fact that you can use it in an R-rated way makes it even more special. But not because it was R-rated, because it was successful. You can't. That's just.
But think of all the movie universes that are trying to be started now. They're gonna do Transformers, and then something G.I. Joe, Star Wars.
Frozen cinematic universe.
I wouldn't count Star Wars. It's
No.
technically not a cinematic universe.
Yeah.
It's the main Star Wars and then spin-offs.
That's right.
So I would consider it different, but it's still
Essentially
they
the
wouldn't.
same model.
Yeah, it's essentially the same model. They're trying to do a monsters.
That actually sounds pretty badass.
If it actually, They were actually the first ever movies to do that. The Universal monsters.
Yeah.
Like when they had the vampire versus the mummy or something like that.
If they do those right, they could come back in a big way.
Yeah, and I actually have a lot of love for those classic Universal monsters, so I'm actually kind of cool with that. But there's a lot of other movie studios where they get the wrong impression. Instead of making a good movie, they're like, okay, it's not. They don't start with like, let's make a good movie. They start with, let's make a universe of movies and stuff. And it's like,
You kind of lose focus like that. I mean, the same thing could be said about what we saw with Batman and Man of Steel. I mean, Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. Like, I mean, what was the main priority? Making a universe or making good movies?
yeah. I mean, look what happened with Spider-Man.
They tried. Yeah, that
That really blew up in their face. It did.
I really like this moment right here between, the vulnerable side, but not really.
She lets you in.
You like how is she, quote unquote, letting you in and all that stuff.
It
But
was
she still has this firewall.
Black Widow's shining moment in this movie.
Right.
Yeah, and all I
mean, she really outdid herself here in a way that I didn't really catch in Iron Man 2. In Iron Man 2, I didn't
I
really
think
feel her.
No, she was terrible in Iron Man 2. I'll say
She
that.
was kind of
Because she had no personality whatsoever. She was just kind of there.
And in this, it's like a complete.
Scarlett Johansson's acting is beyond superb. You know, especially,
But the character wasn't interesting in Iron Man 2. That's just what it is.
and in this scene, you know,
I tend not to leave over immersion. Perhaps. It's really not that complicated.
imagine if she did have that Russian accent throughout all the MCU films.
Natalia Romanoff.
I don't think she can do can she do a Russian accent like that?
But yeah,
It might come off silly at times, that kind of thing.
You just think how Scarlett's career has really blown up since this movie.
But I think she's really grown as an actress too.
Exactly. I mean, her. She was great in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
and that was a voice role.
Right. There was actually talk at some point of her being nominated for Best Supporting Actress for her because of her voice.
Mhm.
It was a long shot.
Change anything. This is the basis.
I love the trailer.
mentality. This is a child's prayer. Pathetic.
I love how he spits on the glass.
And when he calls her that one word, it's actually a really terrible word.
Mewling Quinn.
You pretend to be separate, to have your own code.
It's almost like
Something that makes up for the whole.
it's bad. It's almost like the C word or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like it's a bad word.
It will never go away.
I like because it's tied into all the past movies.
Oh, wait.
Make him kill you. Slowly, intimately, in every way he knows you fear.
Her face.
Just long enough to see his good work, and when he screams, I'll split his skull. This is my bargain, you mewling Quinn.
How old were his kids at that point?
Oh no. You brought the monster.
Oh, I like this.
So, Banner. That's your plan. Loki means to unleash the Hulk.
He realizes he's been played. It's like,
Thank
really?
you for your cooperation.
And then after this, movies always sort of did that, where like the villain gets captured, and then they'd sort of break themselves out, like that sort of thing.
You know what?
I saw that a lot after.
You know what? It didn't start with this actually.
What did it
It's
start
Dark
with?
Knight.
This is a key
Oh, it
scene.
did start with the Dark
It
Knight.
started out with the Dark Knight.
This is a key scene right here.
That's true. It started with the Dark Knight.
What is phase two?
It's, you know, an expansion of the MCU.
Q to make weapons. Sorry, he was moving a little slow for me. Rogers, we gathered everything related to the Tesseract. This does not mean that
I'm
we're
sorry,
making-
Nick. What were you lying? I was wrong about that. The world hasn't changed a bit.
Did you know about this?
You want to think about removing yourself from this environment, Doctor?
I was in Calcutta. I was pretty well removed.
Loki is manipulating you.
And you've been doing what exactly?
You didn't come here because I bat my eyelashes at you.
Yes, and I'm not leaving because suddenly you...
Kinda did.
I'd like to know why S.H.I.E.L.D. is using the Tesseract to build weapons.
Especially in the second movie.
Because of him.
Like it all fits.
Actually, it's because of Hydra. Hydra is really lucky they had somebody like Nick Fury because Nick
We
Fury,
learned that not only are we not wrong,
he's not Hydra, but a lot of their ideologies fit in line to the point where you have to be so surveilled and
He's
so
a little Mace
controlled.
Windu.
Okay, no, we're not going there. We're not going there.
they can't be matched. They can't be controlled.
They can't be.
Like you control the Q. Your work with the Tesseract is what drew Loki to it, and his allies. It is a signal to all the realms that the Earth is ready for a higher form of war.
I love the way he says war.
Force that hand. We had to come up
A
with
nuclear
something.
deterrent. Because that always calms everything right down.
Remind me again how you made your fortune start.
I'm sure if he still made weapons, Stark would be neck deep.
Wait, hold on. How does this
Honestly, this is the best scene of the movie.
I thought humans were more evolved than
I love how the camera moves.
Excuse me, did we come to your planet and blow stuff up?
Shoot your champions for
You're
something
not my
trust.
champion.
You're not my champion.
Captain America's on the threat wall. He's not concerned. You're on that list.
Look at it. Wait, look at it.
Is that Ultron? Don't give me that dirty look.
Transport 6650, please relay confirm code.
Arms and ammunition. They didn't lie.
What is your call? Over.
Arms and ammunition. Over.
Then at the lead, you have Barton. You know what? The thing that I took away from Age of Ultron versus this one that they did really well is characterizing Barton. I really,
Was
You know
much
what?
better in the
I
second
will
movie
say-
because he was wasted here.
You
I do like when they keep the core character
You know damn well why
from the
that
comics into the movies and stuff, but he's a very different character from the comic. But it's not in a bad way though.
But it's in a great
works.
way.
It works.
I know guys with none of that worth kidding you.
It's mainly different just because he has a family and all that, and he's a dad.
You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play.
I love
To
this.
lay down on the wire and let the other guy crawl over you.
I think I would just cut more.
Always a way out. You know, you may not be a threat, but you better stop pretending to be a hero.
A hero? Like you? You're a laboratory experiment, Rogers.
Ooh,
Everything
shots
is special
fired.
about you came out of a bottle.
Like, oh my god, it's so perfect, isn't it?
Okay, compared to Woody and Buzz in the first Toy Story, who's Woody and who's
It's
Buzz?
just a toy. Obviously,
Woody is
Iron Man
Woody is
is.
Captain America.
Yeah.
And Buzz is Iron Man.
It's pretty obvious.
Put on the suit. Let's go a few rounds.
Like it.
You are so petty and tiny.
Yeah, this is a team.
Agent Romanoff, would you escort Dr. Banner back to his
Where? You rented my room.
The
I
cell
love that.
was just
In case you needed to kill me, but you can't. I know, I tried.
That's pretty dark.
I got low. I didn't see an end, so I put a bullet in my mouth, and the other guy.
Did you see that scene
Yeah, the.
with Edward Norton?
Yeah.
I focused on
Apparently, there's a Captain America.
until you
It's very small, like you can barely see it.
What, the Incredible Hulk?
You wanna
Yeah.
It was a deleted scene.
Oh.
If you want to know how I stay calm.
Man,
Put down the scepter.
put down the subject.
It's like, oh shit. I remember one of my main complaints
Next movie, Banner. Next
About-
movie.
this movie was explained. I read in an interview like afterwards. I was like, oh okay. Because after all this shit goes down, I'm like, how does
I'm not afraid of you.
Dr. Banner know to go to New York or whatever?
Dr. Banner.
Him,
Oh.
the Hulk. How does he know to go to New York for the big fight?
No, it's not him. It's Tony. Tony's the one that decides to go to New York. He figures that Loki's the biggest play. And
Yeah, but he's not with them at that point. Remember? No,
No,
I'm talking about the Hulk. Remember how he goes to
Get
New
with
York?
it.
He's not with anyone. And I'm thinking like, how did he know to go there?
Okay, well, where are they right now?
No, but they explained it right before it blew up when he was like, oh my god. He saw that because it had just finished and it zoomed in on Stark Tower. So that's how he knew to go to Stark Tower. Because the big fight showdown
How do
happened.
you know? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Right now when it exploded, you remember how the Hulk, Bruce Banner walked over as it was finishing? He was like, oh my god, and then it exploded. He said, oh my god, because he had read that it was at Stark Tower.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I was like, oh, okay, like they explained it. So I was like, okay. You see, he needs purple. He needs more purple in his life.
He will. You know, they went a little dark purple in Age of Ultron.
Yeah. And I liked how they gave him a sort of like Legolas looking thing going on.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't enough for me. I need like that, at least that level of purple on Bruce's
The only thing I
shirt.
don't understand about Hulk is that he should be stark naked.
He should. That's one of those things where you just gotta go with it. It's like Superman
Yeah.
and the glasses thing. You just go with it.
He should be. He should.
Your life? Is that what it's... Oh, was he trying to say run for your life?
I guess so. How do we feel about? Do you guys catch any differences in the looks of Hulk here and Age of Ultron? Because
He looked more crisp in
there was more motion capture done in Age of Ultron with the Hulk.
Really?
And plus, they had Andy Serkis there. I think that, yeah, there was.
But nevertheless, this is a pretty good design. He looks more Hulk here than any other movie. In the Ang Lee version, he looked very he looked like Play-Doh in the first Incredible Hulk. He looked very MMA fighter kind of thing, and in this one he looks like a Hulk.
Could you turn down a little bit? It's getting a little bit. 14. I kind of liked the way he looked in The Incredible Hulk.
You did?
Yeah. I didn't hate it. I was like, if this is the way the Hulk looks, like I'm cool with it. I like it.
I mean, there's the poster to compare. But if you can see any differences, I mean, let me know.
No, I could note with the one in you could see the individual pores in his face.
In this one.
In Age of Ultron versus this one.
Just goes to show you how quickly technology is advancing like year to year.
Yeah.
What's it look like in there?
I like this.
It seems to run on some form of electricity. Well, you're not wrong.
She's like, no, Bruce, I love you. It's like, I don't give a shit.
Poor Chris. Is she injured or is she?
See, that's what I didn't get. She was acting like she was injured, and then look at her, she's sprinting like a goddamn
Her
runner.
gun back in her. Right there.
No, she had acted like she was hurt.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I call domestic abuse.
Keep them pit pants strong. Look at, he's gonna slap her, you saw that?
And here we have the pre-Ragnarok movie.
So you think they will insert Hulk in Ragnarok?
They confirmed it.
Is confirmed?
They said
Okay.
it was basically gonna be like a buddy cop movie sort of. I think they're gonna combine the Ragnarok story with the Planet Hulk.
That would be cool.
Which,
that way it will be a win-win scenario.
I mean, if they do it right, they've done it before. Sort of how they
And
took.
it makes sense because right now the last place Hulk wants to be is Earth. He
Yeah.
wants to be away from it all.
I mean, if you look.
He's vacationing in Cancun.
If you look what they did for Winter Soldier, that's way different than what actually happens in the comic.
Yeah.
But it works because you got to adapt it for the screen. Same thing with Days of Future Past and the X-Men. It's way different than the comic, but it works really good because you got to adapt it. So if they're able to combine those stories and make it work, that'll be cool.
I actually really enjoy this fight.
Because I like it just because the Hulk and Thor always go up against each other. Because they're the
Titans.
Yeah, they're Titans. Bitch.
Shoryuken.
I love this too.
But he's trying to.
He can't pick it up. Because in some iterations he can pick it up. Like he's that strong. But I like how it has nothing to do with strength. It's just whether you're worthy or not.
Cap came close to picking it up. It was scary right there.
that face when he's
like,
yeah.
Fuck your face. There, she got her action scene.
Okay, I'm going back to film my sitcom.
Did you ever see him in the show, The Adventures of Old Christine?
Yeah, I saw a couple of them. It's somewhat weird.
Isn't it weird?
Like that.
Who?
The New Adventures of Old Christine.
He was in that show with Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I actually really like that show. I think it's funny.
And he was also in Mr. Popper's Penguins. He was
Yeah, that was
penguin
him.
catcher. You remember that? It's just so weird seeing him anything else than Phil Coulson. He loves that character. I know that.
You know he is married to Jennifer Grey.
Who's that?
Have you guys seen the movie Dirty Dancing?
Yeah.
You know the girl in the movie?
Really?
The lead girl? Yeah, that's his wife.
Way.
That's his wife.
He loves Phil Coulson so much that I even seen clips. He does that Spider-Man show on Disney XD.
Yeah.
He does good voice there, which is cool.
That's cool.
Even I don't know that Elizabeth Henstridge and Ian D. something they play Fitz and Simmons on Agents of Shield.
They're gonna be in a Spectacular
They
Spider-Man.
lend their voices to the
Really?
So is it canon?
No, but it's nice, you know.
This is-
Because then that would mean Deadpool is canon.
What do you mean for the Marvel cinematic?
Yeah.
No, he's not. And you know what? I'm glad he isn't. Because Marvel never would have had the balls to do. Disney would have never had the balls to greenlit that.
Marvel would have, but DC,
Nah.
but Disney, no.
I don't even think they would have. Because by then, they would have established their brand as like for kids and PG-13. They wouldn't have wanted to risk it. So I'm glad that the X-Men are with Fox. Otherwise, we never would have got a Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
And that's reason enough to like be happy they got them.
It's just a damn shame they can't get their Fantastic Four series off the ground. Every attempt
Yeah,
they try.
honestly,
just,
I really feel the Fantastic Four as they are, they belong in the Marvel Cinematic
Phase 4.
Universe.
Fantastic
I'm
Four.
really hoping they
And you
made
know
some
what?
deal or
You
whatever.
have to, well, from what Kyle tells me,
Hmm.
after Thanos, who do you have?
You gotta go
Galactus.
Galactus. You gotta go
Galactus, the Silver Surfer.
It's gonna be
Mandarin?
Doctor Doom. They got some options open.
Because it can't end with Infinity War. I mean, they're gonna.
Oh, they're gonna keep going. Just the fact that Inhumans takes place after the second Infinity War tells you like. Plus they have.
Right there. She's just trembling. This is like depth to the character you didn't see in Iron Man 2.
Well, I just think she was just boring as heck in Iron Man 2. They gave her nothing to do.
Other than to show, hey guys, she exists.
Yeah, it's she kind of like got a little bit of the Batman vs Superman, like the way Wonder Woman. They kind of just shoehorned it in there. But I would say they probably did that better. Is Wonder Woman was actually you got the sense of her character, and she was exciting. Here, Black Widow is like, eh.
Oh shit.
I like what he says afterwards.
Do you ever not fall for that?
Yeah.
See, that's why I say to you a lot. You know, I usually find myself in situations.
And this is also really cartoony, like a knock to the head, like, oh, I'm free now.
See, it's really how we keep pointing that out.
Yeah.
They weren't afraid to go there,
Yeah.
and it works.
It
So
works.
listen. Which is really something people were hoping for Suicide Squad. Hopefully, it still turns out that way.
Wait, shh.
I like the
shh,
darkness of it.
Shh, shh. Wait.
Move away, please.
Did he hit him? Why did he fall?
So he could pick himself back up.
Shut up. He's not Batman. I remember loving this too.
After you sent the destroyer.
The gun.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was so cool.
Want to find out?
That's a lot of blood.
It tore his heart out.
The Tahiti Project.
Yes.
What does he say? It's a beautiful place.
It's a magical place.
It's a magical place. That's disturbing, though. I remember like how they were like messing with his brain. I was like,
That gun Coulson just used. It was used several times in the show as well. I know they
Yeah, I
used it in the finale of
remember.
season 1,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave it a name. The last time they used it, Fix got it, is when they found out that Sky had powers after they came back from the temple, and Lady Sif was actually there, and they needed, I guess, some extra defense. So, but they still, Coulson really likes that gun. He still keeps it on the base.
What's the name of his car?
and then he's in the season finale of season 1. He was like, so that's what it does. You know, and
You gotta love those connections. Do they know exactly where they're over? Like what continent or whatever?
Would that realistically killed Thor had he crashed?
Yeah. Well, I don't... They're very vague on what they are able and unable to do.
why is human nature? Why?
We lack conviction. I don't think so that's what it is.
I remember people were surprised at how funny this movie was.
Like, even though it was a really sad moment,
That's what Marvel does best.
it was.
But you know what I don't get? Like, a lot of people are like defending Batman vs Superman, saying like, "Oh, critics only like it if it's funny." And They're like, it's like,
fallacy.
but do they remember what superhero movies were like before Marvel? Every superhero movie was afraid to be that way. Look at the X-Men. They were all the dark, the leather and all
Yeah.
that. Daredevil. Anything that was really, everything wanted to be the Dark Knight.
I mean,
of
Spider-Man
whatever.
was kind of the first, the Tobey Maguire movies.
Yeah,
were,
that was like the only ones that were kind of
yeah,
the
kind
first
of
ones.
comical in that kind of sense.
All the other ones that tried to do that got panned critically, like the Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah,
So
but
I
you know
always
what?
think
The
it's
first
weird.
one I don't mind that much.
First one.
Fantastic Four.
Honestly,
I never saw any of them. So.
out of all of them, it's probably the least worst. The first Fantastic Four. It's definitely better than a new one. But remember, that was a whole thing. After The Dark Knight came out, everything had to be dark and grittier and more realistic.
Well, no, because after Dark Knight came out, then Iron Man came out.
Yeah, but look at
Before-
the reboot to Spider-Man. They're like, oh, we're gonna go like the Dark Knight route. And I remember there were so many movies that did that. Because The Dark Knight came out like 2007, 2008, and then this came out 2012. So there was like a few years. in
Yeah.
between. Not an option. It's a magical place.
Tahiti.
Do you guys ever agree? I mean, put yourselves in the head of Nick Fury. You see why he brought him back, but do you think it was right to bring him back?
No. But looking at how it turned out, it wasn't a bad idea.
Because if Coulson didn't come back, Shield literally would have never.
Shield would have crumbled.
Yeah. And Coulson is the living embodiment of the best of Shield. Even more so than Nick Fury, honestly, because Nick Fury.
Oh my god, I love that! I love that shot right there.
Of the.
Yeah, this is the first. This is a rare occasion which lens flare really works.
I like lens flares.
Remember that one in Dead Man's Chest?
That was a good one
That
though.
was good.
That was a good one. It was a good hero moment.
I like the Star Trek lens flares. They do get annoying sometimes. Sometimes it's like I can't see what's on the screen. Like, you know how when you're in a car and like the sun's there and you try to cover it?
It kind of blinds you.
Or when a car has too bright headlights,
Yeah.
and then you're like, fucking bitch.
Arsenal with the test. I love this right here.
I never put all of my chips on that number though, because I was playing something even riskier. There was an idea. Stark knows this.
Like how they throw that in. That's great.
Called the Avengers Initiative. The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people. See if they could become something more. See if they could work together when we needed them to fight the battles that we never could. Phil Coulson died still believing in that idea. In heroes.
I love that speech. Because the thing, it is an old-fashioned.
It's an
Old-fashioned notion.
And I love that old-fashioned notion in heroes and people willing to do the right. I don't think it's old-fashioned.
But you know what?
Standing up and that's why Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi, is one of my favorite movies, superhero movies of all time. That speech, do you remember, that Aunt May gives to Peter Parker about heroes?
I believe there is hero in all of us. It keeps us honest. It keeps us noble. You know.
That alone, oh my.
Was it better than a Michael
amazing.
Caine monologue?
I remember my time in Burma.
It is better. It's the.
You see, that's how he should. That's how
he should be
Hulk,
naked.
Hulk
You're a
should
sick
be.
pervert.
No, because you know logic. No,
big green dong. That's a
no.
Why are you getting mad?
But logically, it'll make sense.
Yeah, but it's Avengers. You want logic?
Yeah, well, kinda, sorta.
So you rather have a naked Hulk running around?
It'll make sense.
Just because it makes sense doesn't mean it's good. What if Stark built him like stretchy pants?
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
Not naturally, but you know what? Going back to the Nick Fury scene, I love how that ties in Phase 1 in a nice little bow.
Yeah.
Because it ties back to the scene when he's look at, you see the pink elephants from Dumbo.
That's before they were
messed up sequence. I saw that a couple weeks ago. I think it was during December.
Yeah.
Late at night, they were playing on formerly ABC Family, now Freeform.
Wait, they changed?
Yeah, they changed the name. It's now Freeform.
What's free? What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Oh, that's the name of the
That's
network.
what's funny about it.
To be fair, I hated ABC Family, so I don't know.
So they were playing Dumbo, and I had not seen that movie in ages.
Yeah.
And then looking at that elephant scene, it's just like, man, I'm telling you, like, old school
creepy.
Disney was pretty like creepy.
They're hardcore. They took a lot of risks.
Hold on, before we do that, I want to point out that I love that little scene with Fury talking about the heroes and the Avengers Initiative, because looking at it in hindsight, and I really admire this, and it's just it shows the passion behind all these projects. I mean, it went back to it goes back to the end credit sequence in Iron Man, in Iron Man 1, which I think is the best end credit sequence of all time, because it set up something that was only a pipe dream at the time.
I didn't see that end credit sequence until maybe after I saw the Avengers.
See, the thing is that end credit sequence literally set up movies, TV shows, one-offs. Like
It set up this entire. Without that end credit sequence, we would not have stuff like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, or anything of the sort, because it did set up this huge giant universe that
it's never ending.
Because at first, it looked. Iron Man, in hindsight, looked like a really good standalone film, and the thing it just amazes me so much that Marvel took precision and care. It's like playing round, like 5 rounds of Operation and never getting the red nose to buzz.
Kyle, and here's why the point you're making is crucial. Marvel Studios, at this point, if they haven't already, they're getting close to not overtaking the run that Pixar had with the success in their films.
Yeah.
Critically or financially?
Both.
I will say though, as a small little negative. You could definitely tell, and why Phase 1 was so good, but I think Phase 2 lacked.
The first half especially.
It really lacked.
The last 4 were good.
Like
really good, I think.
What's the word? What's the word that you use right now? A connection between all the movies. Because in Phase 1, it really felt like everything was leading together, and then it was wrapped together in one.
In Phase 2, there was
Phase 2, it was really all over the place. It wasn't leading into the Avengers 2.
What do you think? Because I know we talked about so much how successful they've been, but what do you consider Marvel's biggest misstep so far?
Misstep?
If anything. Maybe Thor 2?
For taking on Loki.
Thor 2 is probably my least favorite, but most people would probably say Iron Man 2.
But Iron Man 2, honestly, is more entertaining.
Actually, I'm really entertained by Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
But I will say, I understand a lot of people's complaints. It was kind of like a trailer for Avengers.
Yeah.
But after watching Avengers, I'm like, it kind of isn't. Like, it still works as a solo film. So
Mickey Rourke didn't work for me.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't.
I heard Mickey Rourke was kind of pissed because they cut a lot of his stuff out.
Did they?
And he's like, I worked so hard to create this character, and then they kind of made him just sort of like a basic whatever character. So,
Oh wait, shh.
Was the beat us? Was we seen to do? What's wrong with this? Why? Cut his act in Stuttgart. Yeah.
Stuttgart.
That's just previous. This is opening night, and Loki, he's a full-tilt diva. He wants flowers, he wants parades, he wants a monument built to the skies with his name plastered.
Him.
It dawns on me, like, oh god, Loki. Oh wow. You know what? When you watch Jessica Jones, Kyle, there's this part, I think it is midway in the season,
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
where they mention this in a much more descriptive way about someone losing their mother
Yeah.
in the Battle of New York, which is very like.
You got a suit?
I like that part of it.
Yeah, I really did. I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Lens flare
Yeah,
again.
people died.
Yeah.
So, because you don't see him being crushed, but
Like
when
Man of
those-
Steel did.
Oh, Man of Steel, shit.
But
Everybody died.
They rebuilt that in 2 years.
I don't. That's different though. Thousands upon thousands died on that one.
Yeah.
Here, I think they said like hundreds.
Oh, nowhere near Man of Steel.
But
I mean,
the difference with this here is you legitimately see them trying to save lives.
Yeah.
Like their main concern
Superman
is
didn't care.
saving lives.
I like that. I like that right there. Sir, you're not supposed to. Son, don't.
I don't know. I think it would have been funnier if the guy was older than him and he called him son, because technically he is older. You know what I mean?
They need to-
Bush. She needs to put some water on her face.
Gonna get infected.
I know.
Get our communications back up, whatever you have to do. I want eyes on everyone.
Start.
you know, something I've always wondered. Okay, so
Hold on. I love this. What were we gonna say?
well, Hell's Kitchen. Where exactly is it in New York?
It's in Manhattan.
Yeah. But in real life, Hell's Kitchen is actually a really nice area.
Is it?
But they explained it in the movie is that Hell's Kitchen was completely destroyed during the Battle
Yeah.
of New York.
Yeah.
That's why it's really like it turned into sort of a slums and sort of a dirty, grimy place. So I thought that was a really cool way of explaining why this is the sort of dark Hell's Kitchen.
It's unbreachable.
Hold on. I this is my favorite part of the movie.
Is it?
Right here. Yeah.
Then skip the spinning rims. We're on the clock.
Because you have the Avenger with the biggest mouth talking with the villain with the biggest mouth.
Aren't you excited you're gonna have Rocket Raccoon and Tony Stark on the same
Oh, I
screen?
can't wait for those two to interact. And
So I take it you're a raccoon.
Under
That's really racist, sir. Hold on.
specious.
He should have said pick of destiny.
No, threatening. No drink, you sure?
cool bar though.
That is a nice bar.
Vegetarian coming. Nothing will change that. What have I to fear?
The Avengers. That's what we call ourselves. Sort of like a team. Earth's mightiest heroes, type thing.
I love that. Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Because you know that's the subtitle of the Avengers team. Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
A super soldier, a living legend who kind of lives up to the legend. A man with breathtaking anger management issues, a couple of master assassins, and you, big fella. You've managed to piss off every single one of them. That was the plan. Not a great plan.
That really wasn't a good plan.
And they will. They'll come for you.
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
That's a good point.
The beast of one love. You're missing the point. There's no throne. There is no version of this where you come out on top.
Unless you have the alternate ending.
Maybe your army comes.
Just kidding.
Maybe it's too much for us, but it's all on you. 'Cause if we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn well sure we'll avenge it.
Roll credits.
Avenging it's kind of a dark concept too. Like it's not really something you heroes. Yeah. But they're the Avengers.
I like this.
It's usually works. All performance issues are not uncommon. 1 out of 5. Turn out.
It's Vision.
You all fall before me.
Boy!
You know what's nice to appreciate? As nice and luxurious as Stark Tower looked, Avengers Tower was much more grand.
Yeah, it was.
And it's like,
It was like their home away from home.
You should have killed those people.
There's one other person you pissed off.
His name was Phil.
His name's Phil.
And they started this trend too. Well, actually, we settled the Dark Knight did start the other trend, but they started this trend
which
where
was?
a light of beam goes into the sky, and then
Actually, no. Halo 3 started that trend.
not Halo.
Halo 3 started that trend.
I'm talking about in movies.
You know, I thought you were gonna say the trend of once you eliminate the mothership, you know, everybody just
No,
shuts down. 'Cause
Star
that was
Wars.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that was Phantom Menace. That's called Phantom Menacing.
Another gift that movie gave us.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. But I do say that as grand as this war is, it's...
Just imagine watching that in real life, like, in utter disbelief.
You know what's funny? For as big of problems as I had with Batman and Superman killing, because that is key to who the characters are, they don't kill. Everyone in the Avengers pretty much has no problems with killing.
Well,
Tony Stark doesn't. Captain America's a soldier. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Thor, he's a warrior. He kills. Black Widows and
They're assassins.
they're assassins. The Hulk, he has no choice in that much. They all kind of.
And then Iron Man, he was a freaking weapons builder.
Yeah.
You know, so he has no morality, you know, in terms of killing.
Killing if he has to, yeah. But I mean, all of their characters have always been okay with that. Maybe that's why they're the Avengers.
I could kind of see him landing. Loki, you have some explaining to do.
So be it.
See, right now, if he had the helmet, it would have been way better.
No, but then you won't see Chris Hemsworth's gorgeous locks.
Gorgeous. They are gorgeous. They inspired me.
Is that why you have long hair?
No, it's for my Kylo Ren costume next year.
I mean, this year.
This year.
Really, you're going as Kylo Ren?
No, I don't know.
Because that's gonna be.
I'll probably cut my hair.
You know what? This Comic Con, half the building is gonna be full of Kylo Rens, and then half the building is gonna be full of Deadpools
and Rays and Harley Quinns.
Not original Harley Quinn. You're gonna have freaking Suicide Squad.
I like original Harley Quinn.
I want her to call Joker Mr. J.
Or pudding.
in the movie.
Hey, pudding.
If they say it once, that would be amazing. Man down. Parking into the DMV be like,
See, you got a little bit of purple, but it's really dark.
oh, nice Acura product placement.
I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, what the shit? It's the flying whales from Star Wars.
They're not Cargill. That's what they're called.
Okay.
Oh.
I know every Star Wars word ever.
Star
I'm
Wars.
surprised you don't know the freaking language
Hatis.
What?
of Star Wars.
It's basic. It's called basic.
But do you know how to speak it and write it? Do you know how to write it?
Seriously, that's a bit much.
I think.
Oh, all of
Look at him.
I know.
Look at him.
He's like, I'm not a nerd.
One of those buildings, what would you do?
Run like a little bitch.
That's what all the people in Metropolis should have done.
That's what they should have done in Wayne Building instead of watching. Huh?
Would you stay in the building?
Oh no!
Oh, right there. But then where would you go? You're in the middle of town.
Run away from the explosions? He has great eyes. Look at that. Even then, he's like, oh. He's like, fuck you, brother.
This is like Scar Mufasa right here.
Basically. Long live the king. Right there.
Get the chair.
He leaves his scepter.
These, have you seen Fern Gully?
Yeah.
It reminds me of those little bugs
Yeah.
that fly around.
I'm really not feeling that helmet.
So you keep on saying.
Do you like it?
Tolerable.
It's just tolerable. It's a little bit above intolerable for me.
We got this. It's good.
Think you can hold them off?
I kind of wish they would have done makeup for these,
For
to Chitauri.
Is that a CG? They look like Covenant in Halo.
It works. Da-da.
Superior landing. This has got to be really bad for your knees.
See, look at they're saving people. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, I'm being an asshole. But they give her the smallest looking guns.
They still do that in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that's their whole, like, goal.
I like that little character development moment.
Yeah.
You and I remember.
Budapest very differently.
I love when they're in the car in the sequel.
Right. And
They're like, I know what we need. Like, you know, he's talking about, you know, home improvement.
Interior design.
Oh, Lion King.
You need men in these buildings. There are people inside that can be running right into the line of fire.
That's interesting.
I
You guys don't know this, but
The streets.
not him, but
As far back as
the guy right there, that guy right there, he's an Agent Carter.
He
He's an
is?
actual character in Agent Carter for season 1 and season 2. He's a police chief that actually becomes a love interest for Becky Carter. And so it's
Really?
like, it's crazy. I'm not kidding you, it's the actual actor.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I just like, oh, I forgot.
I wonder how hot it was filming outside.
Really? Of all the things, that's what you're wondering?
Well, yeah, because I'm like,
Oh, the hot
stab you in the face. That was a good double leg takedown.
What does she have in her hand?
Their little baton things or whatever.
They're little
They're
blasters.
like guns or I don't know.
Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors. Superior landing.
That was a terrible super landing.
You know, it's gotta be really bad for your legs.
But see, even though the energy around it is impenetrable, if they knock out the floor or the ceiling it's on top of, it would fall and then it would, like, I don't know.
So knock down Stark Tower.
Just the ceiling.
If the Bifrost at this point was functioning, do you think the Lady Sif and the Warriors would have joined in?
Heck yeah.
Okay, that's.
Sorry.
No, we could use a little worse.
Stark.
She's like, ooh, I want to hit that.
Tell him to suit up. I'm bringing the party to you.
I love her response.
I don't see how that's a party.
I like this moment.
That might be a really good time for you.
This is the biggest crowd pleasing ever.
I'm always angry.
I'm always angry.
This or it's like, you're just like, hell yeah.
And the score is perfect.
I love the theme.
Yeah. And right.
Look it. Right here is the moment.
Good God. Her little pistol. And it's like, oh shit.
Execute Order 66.
There's like fucking a million more.
Call it. Alright, listen up. Until we can close that portal, our priority is containment. Barton, I want you on that roof, eyes on everything, call out patterns and strays. Stark, you got the perimeter. Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, you turn it back or you turn it to ash. Give me a lift.
Right. There, clinch up, Legolas.
Legolas.
Thor, you gotta try and bottle.
I love his pop culture references.
You got the lightning. Like the bastards out.
Language.
You and me, we stay here on the ground. Keep the fighting here. And Hulk. Smash.
I remember just loving the Hulk.
I like this moment. Look at this one shot.
He throws it. Who would win, Hulk or Superman?
Hulk. Because Hulk gets bigger.
In some incarnations. Not all of them. I like this right here. He should have been doing this the entire time. Look
What?
at that. Look at all that power.
It never occurred to me until at that point.
Yeah. Look at that. They would have won.
You shall not pass.
They could have won single-handedly.
Shall not pass! Fly, you fools! Dun, 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 dun.
Just trying to keep him up.
More Lord of the Rings references. I just noticed that.
I will roger that.
Roger, Roger.
Right. Sir, they went up the ventilation shaft.
It's so sad that we know a lot of those lines. Like,
Of the Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
I've probably seen that more than any other Star Wars movie.
probably.
Just from being young and growing up. That was the one I always had. People died.
What else you got?
Force taking on a squadron down on 6.
And he didn't invite me.
I love this right here, because Hulk legit saves lives. It's like, get the fuck out of the way.
Like, move it. Time out.
Little fins.
Seriously, who? With any common sense would stay in the building.
Yeah, like, get the heck out.
Is that hers or is that one of the Shatari?
That's the Shatari. She takes them away.
Yeah, yeah.
You can tell the blood's all fake.
Close that portal.
I think his gun's gonna touch it.
Oh, maybe it's not about guns.
You wanna get up there, you're gonna need a ride.
I got a ride. Use the boost though.
You sure about this?
See right here, she should have broke her arms.
Yeah.
Look at this. That arm should have been completely dislocated.
She's an assassin.
Still.
Still. She makes the funniest faces.
Come on, Robin. Strap in.
It's pretty violent. This is the moneymaker shot for me right here.
Right here, seeing them all in action.
Especially this part right here.
Forget about this part.
Look at how they combine and he does. Oh, that's beautiful. I remember losing my shit when I first saw that.
Then Barton right
You know, in
there.
the sequel, how they do the hammer and the shield.
Yeah.
And then that part where they're taking on Ultron, it's the Vision, Iron Man, and Thor, which that
Yes.
I mean, that's
Uh,
laser beams. Ragnarok.
Basically, yeah. See, it was always planned.
Everything is going according to plan. Attack of the Clones reference. There should be a counter on how many Star Wars references we have in here. In this audio commentary.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I love that. I got a huge laugh.
Yeah. There was no bigger. I remember even seeing it myself when I was in the theater. Nothing got a bigger laugh than when Hulk was smashing over Loki.
Oh, heck
What's
yeah.
coming soon?
That was the moment. Like, oh, the army's here. Oh, lovely.
Finally. They took their damn time.
Where's the rest of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I know, right?
Oh wait, I think I know why I didn't say anything else. Anybody else in there is because the World Security Council probably didn't let them because their original plan was to send a nuke there and get rid of all of them.
But see, look at he's saving lives.
And he's killing.
And he's killing. You know what though?
Do you think at this point it matters if Steve Rogers' identity is revealed?
No.
None of them have secret identities.
Yeah. So I mean, it never really mattered to begin with.
But you know what I was thinking about? Batman's kind of a specious. Because
What?
he's racist against other species.
Oh.
Because his no-kill policy doesn't really extend to, like,
Okay.
other species.
I recognize
Here's very important.
you made a decision, but given that it's a stupid ass decision.
You know who's speaking right there? Gideon Malik. He's the head of the World Security Council right here in this part. But secretly, he's Hydra.
Really?
And you know we know that because
Season
he's the main
3.
villain for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3. Gideon Malik. And he's the last head of Hydra by the time we get to Season 3. So, now you know why he influenced the council to send over that nuke to New York City.
I liked in, what's it called? In Captain America 2, where the guy who had questioned Iron Man in Iron Man 2 in the Senate hearings, he was secretly Hydra.
Gary Shelton.
Yeah.
Gary Shandling.
He recently died. I know. I was pretty sad, but that's
It's
funny.
because Hydra got to him. I'm kidding. Hold on. The best moment is right here. One of the best moments.
You all of you hate me. I am a god, you dumb creature, and I will not be bullied by you. Purely God.
That's the only time he's ever talked, though.
You know who did the voice of Hulk?
Isn't that
It's no. It's Lou Ferrigno.
He did the scream. He didn't do the voice.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure that sounds exactly like Mark Ruffalo. I know he helped with the like his roar and like. "Argh." And then this is really like a plot hole too. Like he conveniently built in a safe hole or whatever to close it or whatever.
What movie doesn't have coincidences? Conveniences.
Sir, we will lose power before we penetrate that shell.
Just to make sure, is that where they're at right now, House Kitchen? Or...
I think they're in the main island.
Nervous?
Okay, so how does it get destroyed by what happens there?
Explosions, I don't know. Why you gotta question
Because
it?
there was a lot of stuff that fell.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I pooped out. Alright, he should be dead.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
I know, how come he's in one spot? How come they haven't all come to kill him yet? It was until then.
They're kind of slow, I think.
They're not the smartest.
Come on, boss. We got company.
Is that real ice? Not ice, glass.
It's probably that sugar glass that Hollywood uses.
Oh yeah. They finally got smart and they're like, we're just gonna team up on all of them.
Director Fury is no longer in command. Override orders 7 Alpha 1-1.
Yes, Captain Phasma.
Sir, we have a bird in motion. Anyone on the deck? We have a
With the boys. With the boys in motion. Doo-doo.
not authorized.
No? Nobody catch that reference?
We got it.
We got it.
He's
Don't
just
worry.
you. It's just like you guys don't want to get
It
it.
was gotten. See, he could have blew up a nuke on there.
Stark, you hear me? You have a missile headed straight for the city. How long? 3 minutes. Max. Stay low and wipe out Midtown. Jarvis, put everything we got into the thrusters. I just did.
Vision. I really love the Vision character.
Well, I was born yesterday.
Oh god, that's perfect. Like I think that's all from Joss Whedon's writing.
Great dialogue writer. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
dialogue is masterful.
He is amazing at dialogue. He's dead.
But I must say, Thor's costume is amazing.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, you see his arms? He's got him.
Yeah, you got it.
He just looks so much better with the helmet. I'm pro helmet.
Well, it would be easier to animate CG Thor with helmet or without helmet.
Probably with helmet, because you cover a lot of the hair. Hair is really hard to do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, each individual strand and all that. But that you can cover a lot, I think.
I know just where to put it.
I mean, an animated form. One of the, I think the best hair. Pixar has done the best animated hair with Sully's fur in Monsters U and then Merida's hair in Brave.
Yeah.
I love how they use stock photo of Iron
I
Man
didn't say
1.
Tangled. It was pretty good.
I'm not familiar with that one that much though. I only seen it once.
Okay, oh, so it is Hell's Kitchen.
Why?
Midtown Manhattan.
Oh.
It is Hell's Kitchen. Dude. Okay.
What's up? What's up?
Okay, shit.
Shit. Did they ever say how Fury got one eye? I thought they said it in
Winter Soldier,
Winter
they kind of
Soldier.
they allude to it.
Yeah.
Like, it
They
wasn't...
make it Alexander Pierce's fault.
Yeah.
So kind of like a this kind of moment in a if he sacrifices himself in a Infinity War.
Yeah, but like he actually dies. I never for a second thought he was gonna die when I
No?
saw that. No.
This?
No. I never thought he
I
was
thought
gonna
he
die.
could. Well, I didn't know much of it, so.
Aw. Couldn't contact her. I think Joss Whedon would be amazing directing a Halo movie. Just saying.
I'd go back to Neil Blomkamp for a Halo movie.
I've been wanting a Halo movie for so long.
You know what? I don't know why people like the kind of video game movies they want. I'm like no, because they're already cinematic. Like you already got it. There's two. Whenever I think of like what would be a perfect video game movies, I always think of two movies: Guitar Hero and Call of Duty.
A Call of Duty movie?
Michael Bay directed Call of Duty movie.
You know what? That could actually work though.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That could actually work.
And then I always think of a Guitar Hero movie, sort of in the vein of like Scott Pilgrim.
Or
Besties.
I know, total besties. Sort of like it's like this sort of like a Zelda, half
yeah.
like hardcore rock.
You know who I think should direct it? Jack Black.
He's not a director, but he definitely needs to be in it.
Yeah.
And it's like he starts off as a roadie, but he has dreams of being like the greatest guitar
No,
player
but
ever.
no, we already have that plot though. It's called Tenacious D.
Yeah, but no, I'm not saying he stars in it, but he's in it.
Oh, his character
He's not
arc.
the main character, but he's in it.
I think we should have those characters that you play as in the game, like that guy with the mohawk, the girl with the pink tights and all that stuff. I think just
It
have
would
those
be cool, like half fantasy, half like
yeah
straight up rock movies, and sort of like
and have
spark.
kind of have it like a rock opera,
Yeah,
and
the
then
off the wall cool.
shawarma. Have you ever had shawarma?
I have not.
Dude, it's actually pretty good.
I believe that you had it.
It's actually pretty good. We went to an Epcot. We went to on the Indian part of it at Epcot, and they had shawarma there, and it was actually pretty good. And then there's one in San Diego called Aladdin's Cafe, and you could order shawarma there. Get the lamb. The lamb is really good.
Look at him. He's like shit.
That's a great shot, though.
The whole got mad. That's perfect.
Central Park. There's your freaking color, Peter.
So beautiful. Look at all that color.
You know, I love how this general audience isn't that stupid as the one in DC? Because the DC guys would be like, "Oh, there are gods. Let's serve them now." And here it's similar, but not really to that extent. It's,
You know what?
Stanley.
I disagree
Really?
because the heroes in DC are basically gods.
yeah, but they
Like,
they,
they-
don't, I'm not talking about them being gods. I'm talking about the people, like worshiping them as they would.
I can see that though. In real life, I can see that.
Oh, yeah.
If someone's gonna vote for Donald Trump, then I can see someone worshiping, like someone like Superman or Aquaman.
Where are the Avengers?
Very
Not
good.
currently tracking their whereabouts. I'd say they've earned the leave of absence.
Tesseract?
So it's like someone from each country on the World Council,
Not necessarily. I mean, there's only 4 of them at a time.
I didn't make
or the major world parties. Because I hear England, Russia,
I guess.
America. I don't know.
Oh, I think you will.
Honest trailers, Gay Bane, when they showed him with the mask.
Starring Jay Bane.
I don't think you understand what you've started.
Oh, they're friends.
For now.
For now.
They're dangerous.
They surely are. And the whole world.
Look at I ship their bromance.
Everyone shipped it.
Was that the point of all this? A statement.
I promise.
I promise.
He didn't even say bye, he just walked away.
So how does it work now? They've gone their separate ways. So, pretty extremely far.
It's a good journey song.
Get into a situation like this again, what happens then?
They'll come back.
Really sure about that?
I am.
Why?
Because we'll need them to.
I love how she didn't really understand Fury's motives, and then this one, and in that moment, she got his memo. Triumphant music
Avengers
playing.
Tower. I do miss Pepper Potts though.
Yeah, I do.
That's cool. She's like, alright, we get rid of the top half and we get rid of everything. Okay, better. Dun, dun, dun.
But you know what? I love how in every single one, the Stark Tower gets fucked up. And that was
It didn't get messed up in
Age of, well,
a little on the inside, that's right. It does a little bit. I do love the score. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. You know what though? I'll say this. I think I like Batman v Superman's score better.
Really? I can barely remember anything memorable about that score, honestly. I mean, it was. but I didn't-
Batman's theme,
like
Lex
Batman.
Luthor's,
I like
If you would
Luthor's
play it
themes.
right now, I couldn't tell you what it was.
and then
Wonder Woman's thing.
especially Wonder Woman's theme, dude.
I did really like it. The only one I really remember is the main Avengers thing, which I do really love. But I kind of like, I really like Batman v Superman's score.
I feel like this.
It is a little bit too much like hip techno music, like just a little bit sometimes.
Little Spy Kids.
Little Spy Kids a little bit.
Okay. That was
Is there a post-credit scene?
yeah. Yeah,
What's the shawarma?
there's
Main credits.
There's Thanos, and then there's shawarma.
Hey, no spoilers.
Come on, if you're watching this, you must have seen it.
This came out in 2012.
Yeah,
I mean,
the year the world ended.
If you haven't seen it already,
Stellan Skarsgård. That sounds like a name that would be in Thor.
you know he plays a Bootstrap Bill. In yeah.
Bootstrap.
Bootstrap Bill, you're a liar, and you shall spend an eternity on this ship.
You know, it's funny. They said he looked a lot like his son, and I'm like,
no, he doesn't.
He comes, and I'm like, you
no, he
some
doesn't.
liars. I loved the scene, even though at the time, I'll be honest, I didn't know who it was.
I knew who Thanos was, but that's only because I knew Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay. That's some mumbo jumbo word right there.
I wumbo, she wumbo.
To challenge them is to court death.
He's like straight up.
Where's my glove? I want them to make a Power Glove reference
You know
when they got the gauntlet.
I love the honest trailers where it's like, and that one post credit scene where every nerd pretended to know who that was. Because like there's a lot of things you don't forget, but before the Avengers, no one knew who Thanos was. Now everyone does.
That was Avengers. Guys, looking at it in this broad spectrum, what did you think of Avengers?
It's the definition of what I call like a perfect popcorn film. It's what all popcorn films should strive to be. I think, which is it's good, it's fun, great characters, fun action, and just all around a really good time.
I honestly, I really love this. I remember being in theaters and how everybody was reacting with it. I you know that.
Awesome. It was a great movie.
Yeah, and you know, I love how everybody was on sync. Like, you know, everybody, you know, laughed at, you know, the moments that you're supposed to laugh at and all that stuff. And it's just a true testament of not only storytelling itself, but it's a true testament on filmmaking in general. You know, and all that stuff. And you had all this build up and all that stuff. You see, this is, you know, slow and steady wins the race. And, you know, a lot of people should, you know, take that with, you know, with a grain of salt, like what this movie did. I mean,
I wouldn't even say slow and steady. I would just say like, just try. Don't look ahead. Look at what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
When you focus on making a good movie with good characters, you know, it'll shine through, I think.
But this movie, I think that this movie is definitely one of those testaments. I mean, it's funny, it's dark in some areas, you know, and I think that this movie, it to quote Obi-Wan, you know, took our first steps into a larger world, you know, with this, and we did, you know, and I don't know. I think phase 1 is definitely better than phase 2. But where
I would say that.
But where phase 2 counts, dude, it freaking counts, man. I mean, like we have Guardians of the Galaxy, which is really good.
I would say this. Phase 1 is more consistent, and phase 2 the lowers are lower, but the highers are higher.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that was I think, you know, like we have a Captain America Winter Soldier, which was fantastic.
Which is the next movie we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you know, Avengers: Age of Ultron, it was a really entertaining film. It definitely has its problems, but I think it's definitely a really good, you know, a good blockbuster, you know, visual. And dude, it shows that Joss Whedon threw his everything into that movie.
Oh, heck yeah.
You know, so I think that, oh yeah, I saw this meme. Stand down, final warning, Martha. Oh my gosh.
You know, 10 years from now, people will still be making fun of that.
I saw another one where he said James. He's like, really? My friend's name is James too.
But I don't even think it's in a mean way. Like, cause I also like to make fun of Daredevil and Wilson Fisk with what's the name of his soon to be wife?
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Oh, he's always like
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
I like the way he talks.
Yeah.
I like the way he talks. It's like, but dude, he was freaking intimidating as shit in
the Kingpin now.
And yeah, and he literally labeled himself that.
So what are you saying about Phase 2?
Phase 2, I think that Age of Ultron, I could literally tell that Joss Whedon threw his all in there.
You guys, we have exactly 35 days till Civil War.
It's plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Oh man. Alan Silverstreet's score, what did you guys think of it other than the complaints?
I didn't have any complaints.
Couldn't have been any better.
Yeah, I liked it.
I think it felt I don't know, there's some sort of essence of magic with it. I definitely feel like when I listen to it, I definitely hear the comics coming to life within the music,
I think, especially at the time I saw these Marvel movies, I really saw them as like this generation Star Wars. Well, I mean, now we're getting the new Star Wars, but at the time I was like, because these Star Wars was really the example of a perfect blockbuster. And the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, it's perfect, blockbuster movies. And that's what Marvel really encapsulated, through the music and characters and all of that. So yeah, that's the way I always saw the Marvel movies.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. In the beginning of the movie, the Shield base was filmed in an old NASA facility.
Really?
Yeah.
Go space.
Oh. You could look at you could tell that Barton and Romanoff are having their own visual conversation.
You know what though? They're assholes because hundreds of people are dying outside and they're just eating shawarma.
And then look at Hulk. He's
like, we've been through some shit, man.
He's like, and then Thor. He's like, I never appreciated human food, but this is actually pretty good. And then Disney had to put his signature at the bottom.
Wasn't this the first movie they officially distributed? Yeah. So yeah. Disney, they're trying to own the world, man.
They are. So guys, that was Avengers 1. We have many more in store for you. Expect all that. And what this is a part of is that we are doing this because Civil War is coming up shortly. In 25 days, actually. 35, whatever.
Add 10 to what you said.
Yeah, well, I was 10 off. Big whoop.
Usually that happens.
Math. Fuck you. But anyway, this is Red Spotlight Entertainment's audio commentary portions, or I should say 1/4 portion. As always, I am Kyle Lira.
I'm Alexis.
Oh, that's Alexis, and then I'm the other Alexis.
Are you ever gonna say your name right? Oh God. Okay. We'll catch you later in the next audio commentary. We'll see you next time. Bye.